What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, here's a quick disclaimer. If you guys don't want to hear me rant, you hate my voice, you hate when I speak my mind, whatever the case may be, you might want to hit the pause button, hit the back page, refresh the page, stop it, whatever you have to do, because I'm about to go in. Now, I'm getting sick and fucking tired of boxing politics. I love the sport. I grew up loving the sport. I've watched it for years and years, since I was a young child. I still love the sport. But one thing that I'm really starting to despise is just the boxing politics. And I feel in 2013, it's really reached an all new height, like just all new heights. Um, you got promoters and they don't get along, and the beer companies don't get along, and now the networks don't get along, or they don't do business with certain promoters, and it's really created this whole snowball effect. Now, the reason it's a problem is boxing is on the uprise. I feel like there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of young fighters. Just off the top of my head, Abner Mares. You got Keith Thurman, Adrian Broner, Canelo Alvarez, Austin Trout. You got a lot of young talent that people, even the people like Omar Figueroa, there's a lot of different people who are just emerging, trying to come into their own. Gary Russell Jr.'s, Mikey Garcia's, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of guys coming into their own right now. And there's a lot of divisions that are pretty packed. Off the top of my head, 126, I would say, has some good matchups that could be made. Gary Russell Jr. is there. You got Gradovich, the Mexican Russian. You got Abner Mars, who moved up. You still got Ponce de Leon, who's always a tough fight. I thought the Abner Mars fight, that was slightly premature on the stoppage. Um, you got matches that can be made. 140, we all know that's a hot division. 147, 154. Even the heavyweights are starting to emerge, and there's starting to be some exciting heavyweights and um, good salesmen, good people selling themselves. Tyson Fury sells himself. Deontay Wilder starting to sell himself. And then you got the classic people like the Klitschko's that have been around for a while, the David Hayes that have been around for a while, Jonathan Banks, Seth Mitchell. So there's a lot of talent pools in a lot of different divisions. And as fans, I feel like some of these fights we're not going to ever see off of like ego. No pun intended. This is all off of just egotistical business behind the scenes bullshit. And I'm not really with that. I don't really like that. I think it's kind of hard for fighters, and trust me, I'm not even blaming the fighters, because a lot of these guys, they dedicate their lives to boxing since a young age, and I generally think they want to fight each other. Who knows? Pacquiao and Mayweather, they both might have wanted to fight, but just through the powers that be and the politics, it just didn't happen. But I know for a fact there's other fighters like Abner Mares, and that's what I want to talk about in this video, among other people. And he seems like he's game. He doesn't really. He seems kind of fearless, like he's ready to fight whoever. I mean, one indication of this is the fact that he moved up a new weight class and took on Daniel Ponce de Leon, who's a tough customer for anybody. There's certain fighters, and in my opinion, um, either they're really awkward or they're just going to be a tough customer no matter who they face. People like Orlando Salidos, the people like Daniel Ponce de Leon's, Marcos Maidana. I mean, these guys, whether they win or lose the fight, they're no pushover. And Abner Mars took on one of those fighters, and that's Daniel Ponce de Leon. Lots of power, both hands, um, lots of experience, etc. So Abner Mars watched the Mikey Garcia fight. This is what he had to say. Great win by Mikey Garcia. Great and powerful fighter. Congrats. He went on to tweet some more things. People want to see Abner Mars versus Mikey Garcia. Let's make it happen. And when he was in the lower weight division, 122 with Nonito and Rigondeaux, same bullshit. They were trying to make a Nonito fight, and Golden Boy said they made a $3 million offer, and Nonito didn't take it, and back and forth. Nonito was saying there was no paperwork sent, and it just bullshit, and we never know. We never can get to the bottom of it. Abner Mars is absolutely right. People do want to see Abner Mars fight Mikey Garcia. I do, personally. I would love to see that fight. Two Mexican warriors, two people on the uprise, two undefeated fighters. Shit, make it happen. Abner Mares looked great at 126. His body looked like he was in great shape and conditioning. He took on a tough test and a powerful puncher in Ponce de Leon. Same thing with Mikey Garcia. We didn't know Walmart was going to look as washed up as he did, but he's still a dangerous puncher with experience, and Mikey Garcia seemed to make it look easy. So why wouldn't I want to see two youthful people in their mid-20s fight, and they're Mexican warriors? Like, what if they were to fight on Mexican Independence Day weekend in September, like on the Canelo, if they could make on the Canelo Mayweather undercard, Mikey Garcia versus Abner Mares. Can you picture that? That would be a hell of a fight. I haven't really thought about it too much in terms of prediction, but shit, that is a fight I want to see. Abner Mares continues by saying the only thing I'm afraid of is not giving the fans what they want in a boring fight. Fans come first. He said Rigondeaux, Lopez, Mikey Garcia, Johnny Gonzalez, Nonito, Gary Russell, any of these fighters would be a great fight. Again, not afraid. I mean, this dude sounds like he's hungry. Sounds like, I don't know. I guess the only thing you could say is he knows some of these fights won't happen. Gary Russell has a working relationship with Golden Boy. So does Nonito. Well, actually, Nonito's top rank. I don't know. So the only thing you could say is like maybe he knows these fights aren't going to happen, so he's calling out these people or saying he wants to fight him. But I mean, I genuinely think Abner Mares is game. I think he wants to fight. Like I said, if he was afraid, if he was a scary fighter, I don't think he would have took on Ponce de Leon at a new weight. You know what I mean? The first fight at a new weight class. So again, it's just bothersome that we have to deal with this bullshit and these promotional wars where we can't see good fights. I think you mix Abner Mares with any of those guys, Johnny Gonzalez, Mikey Garcia, Gary Russell Jr., I mean, Nonito, these are all great matches. I would really like to see any of those matches. So let me know what you guys think. This promotional war bullshit. Abner Mares versus Nonito. Do you want to see him versus Gary Russell Jr.? Do you want to see him versus Mikey Garcia? Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, Ego signing off.